Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Thank you so much for being here. And a special thank you to those who came back to join us again. In case you didn't know it, we were on earlier. Um, but as promised, I said I was coming back. And here I am. Um, I'm going to show you the new total for the Wizzy Wuzzy, the Instagram, but you probably know already. Feel free to throw it in there if you want to, but I took a screenshot just the same. And no less exciting than it was earlier today. No less exciting. Great day for news. I was listening to the ladies on the Instagram, or what used to be Instagram. I'm sorry, not Instagram, the Twitter, the Twitter. And yeah, they have been on for hours. And it's just like they close one chat and open up another so that they can celebrate. So it's a good day to be a squatty, that's for sure. To be in the sausage squad. Okay. All right. I'm through stalling. Let me bring the slides up. Just wanted to add a couple of more things. Yep. And we can feel this dream together, stand the storm, whatever. Noby D, thank you for being here first. Hello to Lydia Washington, Claudia Sims, Mama Janet, Rodney Jackson, Fancy Fancy, Ania 13 Paul, Mary H, Judy Matassid, Joy Moore. Feel like I'm repeating now, but that's okay. Emma D. Then we'll just go all the way to the last person to enter the chat. And that is Big Mama 1956 TMCD. Thank you for being here. Okay, slides ready. There we go. So earlier today, we did celebrate, and it was so much fun because we were here as the Instagram number changed to over 1 million. Okay, and I'm going to show you the latest soon. There's Meghan. um, I don't know if this was at the beach or, not sure where this one was taken. I'm guessing it was the same day. Oh, by the way, Happy New Year. It is still the first week of the year, so I think we're safe to still say Happy New Year. So, Happy New Year, everyone. Again, thank you so much for being here. Um, Thank you for being at the marathon the other day. Oh, my goodness. Wasn't that fun? Wasn't that fun? That was so intense. That was so intense. We were on for about 4 hours. Or was it 5 hours? 4 or 5 hours. But that was so much fun. Take a look. Why is the irrelevant Meghan dominating the headlines all over the British tabloid media? I'll tell you why. Money. Money. They want to make money. They know that Meghan and Harry are far more interesting than the people that are supposedly the most important in that family, the most relevant. Um, they're really giving the people what they want, and they're making quite a few quid doing it. So, um, and as predicted, they started off with a couple of really kind of somewhat neutral, but still slightly snarky articles. And then after that, they opened up the floodgates, and it has been attack, attack, attack. Um, a lot of uh, rehashing old stuff since they abandoned the royal family. Um, we know what the truth is. We're not going to allow lies to fester. The Sussex squad has always been very adept at calling them out. But never mind that, because today is a day for celebration. Oh, the Times also want in on it. See there? And then, of course, the only thing that really matters is right there with love, Meghan, which will appear on Netflix starting January the 15th. So that night of the 14th, I am going to have an all nighter. I'm going to sit in my very plush reclining chair. I'm going to get my snacks together and I am going to watch me some Meghan and Friends. With love, Meghan. Hey, Joan Garcia, Janice Goodrich, Brenda Gray, peace and joy. Thank you for coming to celebrate with us. Ah, there you go. I don't know who put this little cartoon together with Harry and Meghan eating some popcorn and drinking some beverage, whatever it is. But I love that. And every time they have a premiere, you know I have to drag that picture out. Anytime that there's a premiere, I shamelessly go and search for that image to share. Um, I love it. It says everything that I want to say, but I'm just not that shady. I'm just kidding. You know I am. Okay. I just realized I got to open up another screen so I can see what you all are looking at. Ah, perfection. There we go. Sort it. Okay. All right, let me go to the next one. So, this is what happened earlier when I left. I said, well, I'm going to stay on until we get over 1 million followers on Instagram, right? Well, until Meghan gets over 1 million. Well, there you go. I took a screenshot. Do you want to see what the new total is? Do you want to see what the new total is? Wait a minute. Let me make sure that it's not more than that. Okay, it still looks the same. All right. But at that last 10,000, that's like the fastest ever since this appeared. The last 10,000 was just like clockwork. They were just getting in there. So the new total is 1.1 million followers. That's right. 1 point. Hello, Ivy here. Hello, Ivy. Girl, the Duchess of Sussex won. Meet me at the Royal Sussex party. Janelle's gonna be there. All right, Ivy out. You know what? I have not come down from my high yet. As you know, yep, there you go. 1.1 million. So, um, that's been a whole nother 100,000 plus followers since, oh gosh, what time was it? I think I got off at about was it 3:30, 4 p.m., something like that. And now it is about 10:44 my time. So yeah, that was a whole nother 100,000 people. And by tomorrow, who knows? Maybe it'll be 2 million. I hope so. I think there are peaks and valleys. And so let's hope that it peaks again. That would be fantastic. So I just want every bit of success possible for the Duchess, for both the Duke and the Duchess of Sussex. Okay. Hello, Cookies and Cream. Thank you for being here. You can do it, Baron. All 4 hours and 24 minutes in 8 episodes of the 33 minutes each. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's easy. I'll just stay up and watch. I'm a night person anyway. You all know that. So I'm just going to stay up and watch. I believe you can. And I think after you block them, there's no getting them back. From what I hear, once you block someone, when you block them, they're blocked and they can't ever darken your doorstep again. So make sure that you mean it when you do it. But yeah, I have not blocked anyone, but I was overhearing some of the people on Twitter saying that. So they say it's different from blocking people on other platforms. So if and when you do that, make sure you mean it. Okay. But if anybody else knows the answer to that question, please go ahead and respond because I'm not 100% certain. Lex says KP had Instagram. Why did Meghan have to close hers? Thank you so much for the super chat. I don't know exactly. I don't know exactly. Did Meghan voluntarily close the TIG? Right? That was the TIG Instagram, wasn't it? Did she voluntarily close it or was that a request? I've never, or at least I don't recall the Sussexes saying either way, but I I could imagine that at the time it seemed like the right thing to do because marrying into that family um, is a constitutional position, right? It's constitutional because when people swear the oath, they swear an oath to the sovereign and their heirs, right? And as the wife of the Duke of Sussex, the wife the wife of a crown prince, I mean, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. Outside of that country, it doesn't mean much to us, but for the people of the UK, the fact that they let those two slumlords get away with it lets you know that it's almost like an inevitability that there's going to be royals and that we're going to pay for them and we're going to give them a free pass for everything. So if I was marrying into an institution like that, I would not want to rock the boat. And I guess I would have done the same thing, either that or just don't marry into it. But I would only have a problem with it if I found out that they singled her out. If I found out that they singled out the Duchess when they did that, then I would have a problem with that. But if that is a matter of routine and it was understood, then, I don't have so much to say about it. I mean, I may not like it, but I wouldn't have so much to say about it. So, did they single her out when they did that? When they took her name off Archie's birth certificate, did they have a very valid and good reason for doing that other than trying to erase her from the family history? That is the question that I would have if I had an opportunity to address certain things. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It probably made sense at the time, but of course, there was no way to know that you would be viciously attacked by so many people with lots of anger that was stoked by people within the palace, the royal rota who protect everyone but Harry and Meghan. You couldn't possibly know that. And even if she did still have the account, would she be able to respond to some of the things that were being said? So, yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. You can see I'm just like all over the place, but I don't know what to say to that one. I want to say that I can kind of understand it, even if I don't like it, because it's like you're giving up a huge chunk of your identity. But if that was something that was just made up to spite Megan, then I would have a huge problem with that. So I hope that answered your question. I don't think it did. Ah, FG. No, you're not that late. I'm like on the second slide, I think. Uh, oh, you want Woo Woo to block you, huh? It is a badge of honor to be blocked by certain people. Oh, yeah, they could not have her being more popular. Yeah, I get that. It would have given her a chance to connect directly with the what was it, 3 point whatever million people that followed her on Instagram. That would have put her in a very powerful position within that family, right? So that's probably why they wanted her to shut down her social media. I couldn't imagine she had volunteered to do that. I think it was probably a request. And when you're new to the party, you don't know what the expectations are. And Megan was being very trusting. She trusted Harry, and Harry trusted his family. Harry trusted his family. There'll never be another situation like what happened to his mother, and he believed them, only for them to call upon those same dark forces that drove his mother out of the country and eventually drove her to her grave. Yeah, those same dark forces. Let's see. None of the other royals really had a presence. She had presence and she was getting money from her online presence. I think since they didn't have anything on her, they wanted her cash flow to dry up. Yeah, we just talked about that yesterday, right? That the reason why they um, dole out the money in small increments to the rest of the family is because they want to be able to control them with whatever little money, whatever allowance they get. So, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Is to try to cut off whatever like positive cash flow that she had. Okay, Esmeralda believed they singled her out. Cookies and Cream says that ungodly family wanted to shut Megan out from everyone and everything she knew so they could destroy her. That's why they tried to downplay her accomplishments to just being an actress. Hi, Terry H. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Take a look. Netflix with Love Megan premieres January 15th, and the first look is here. The Daily Tribune says love, joy, and a touch of elegance from harvesting honey to arranging flowers to planting plating, that is hummus and veggies with style. Meghan Markle shares her passion for creating meaningful, heartfelt moments. It's not about perfection, it's about joy. Are you ready to be inspired? Now, of course, that is a quote from our Duchess. Screen grab from the Netflix account on TikTok. Okay, so that must be running on TikTok, that one right there. So that was from the Daily Tribune. Um, and it's just one of hundreds, if not thousands, of news organizations that are talking about the Duchess of Sussex upcoming series. Joan Garcia says the racist, hating idiots are clueless and don't realize their hate and jealousy just lifts Harry and Meghan up and make them shine even more. Incredible. Well, thank you so much, Joan Garcia, and thank you for being a member. And I believe that's true to be true, that they're only making them stronger. That these things that they're doing to try to destroy them is making them stronger. It's putting them in a much stronger position, because as much as they want to believe that they have a handle on the narrative, the thing that they cannot escape is themselves. Or should I say, the thing that the royal family cannot escape is themselves. It's not enough just to say that they're boring, but they're inconsequential. They don't really stand for anything. And yes, I get the idea that they should be above politics and that the monarch doesn't rule, they reign, and they're supposed to be a good example to the country. If that example is how to marry the adulterous affair person in the most sacred church in the land, right? The person you had this tumultuous uh, affair, a person who, by all accounts, was so fast and so loose that she couldn't marry you if her family were billionaires, because she was notorious. She was notorious and not the sort of woman that you bring home to meet mother. Let's face it, the queen did not even want to meet Camilla. Camilla was like a non starter. But over time, just like the Middletons wore down Willie, I believe that Camilla wore down Charles to the place where she was his most trusted and most reliable, whatever she is to him. And so that's why she's there now. You just wear him down. So thank you very much again, John Garcia. Ah, I got friends in high places. Well, the song is Friends in Low Places, but Meghan has friends in very, very, very high places. Like this lady right here. Now, I never heard of her before, but I did want to share a little bit of her bio. So, right along with me, you can get to know her too. So, congrats, Meghan, on the announcement of your new show, With Love, Meghan, on Netflix. It was so much fun to celebrate with you today. It was so much fun to celebrate with you today. So, does that mean that photo was taken today? I've never seen it before. Have you all? My first time. Let's see. I'm so excited for the world to experience even more of your joy, your heart, your kindness, your humor, your humanity, your compassion, your many talents, and your love. You're an incredible friend to so many, including me. I'm excited to cheer you on as you continue to build, create magic, and fly. If you haven't seen the trailer yet for Meghan's new show, check it out at her Instagram page at Meghan. I can't wait for it to come out on Netflix in a week and a half. Wow, that was really nice. Now, let me close my eyes for a second because when I look at a black background like that, my eyes burn. White letters on a black background makes my eyes burn. Okay. Ooh, all right. I think I'm ready. So, Jamie Kern Lima, Jamie Marie Kern, is an American entrepreneur, investor, and media personality. She co founded IT Cosmetics, or is it IT Cosmetics, It Cosmetics, which she sold to L'Oreal for 1.2 billion, that's with a B, 1.2 billion in 2016, becoming the first female chief executive officer of a L'Oreal brand. Kern Lima has been included in the Forbes list of America's richest self-made women since 2017. Okay? Okay? Now remember, Meghan is on her own out there, and nobody wants to spend any time with her. And Harry is just riding his bike around town. He has nothing to do, and they barely come out the house. And oh, it's just so sad and pitiful. Poor Harry and Meghan. In spite of all of the work that they've done in 2024, I guess the Sussex squad is delusional because we see what others don't. Anyway, at the top of the chat, you may notice that there is, or did I put it up there? Oh, yeah, there is a link to another Sussex friendly space. And listen, we always got time for prayer. So it's Sussex Prayer Time, lit for Sussex. So make sure you check it out. Another Sussex friendly space. But yeah, Jamie sold her company to L'Oreal for $1.2 billion. She must have been doing something right. Meghan's in good company, you guys. She's in good company. And you know what they say, if you want to know how a person is, look at their closest friends, however that old saying goes, or look at who they hang around, or that quote that you've heard before. So I know I'm not saying it right, but it is still very true. So good for Meghan. And look who else shared today. Ted Sarandos. He shared the link for, is it the link or the video? I think he shared the video clip on his Instagram. Right there, you can see, you watch the full reel. And of course, Ted Sarandos is he the president, vice president of entertainment at Netflix? Anyway, he decides what goes on the air. And as he said, we're not making television for critics. We're making it for people that watch television. Not a direct quote, but still. Or is it content? We're not making content for the critics. We're making it for people who watch television, who watch Netflix. So while everybody's saying, oh, Netflix is so angry, they're at the end of their rope and they're so tired of that Harry and Meghan, they don't know what to do. They're pulling all of their hair out and so on and so forth. I don't think that's accurate. I think they have a good working relationship. And as I've said so many times, did the check clear? Has the check cleared? That's what's very important. Has the check cleared? That's okay. That's all I have to say. Did the check clear? Amelia E. Noyes. You may remember her very unique art style. Well, here is another one of her images that she created just for today's announcement with Love Megan. She actually has many very similar artworks that you can purchase if you like. And she was very nice and kind to the Sussex squad because when Grandma on Twitter was hosting a fundraiser, she actually auctioned off some of her artwork to squatties that made a certain level of donation. So just another way that the community comes together quite often for fundraising. But yeah, I love this right here. She makes some very interesting, I don't know if you would call that abstract. No, I'm not sure what you call that style. But anyway, I like it. I like it. And there's so many of them. Yeah, they wanted to see what our house looks like. That's not creepy, is it? Of course it is. The derangers are going crazy. People in the UK shouldn't care. They don't have to pay for anything. That's right, Jules C. And just a reminder, most people in the UK don't care, but there are some hardcore people that don't love the royals so much as they just hate anything that Harry and Meghan stand for. They love Brexit, they love MAGA, and of course, they would vote for any candidate that reinforces their um, alt right philosophy. So um, I would think that most people don't really care. I mean, come on, look at how well Spare was able to do in the UK, as well as the podcast from Meghan, right? Archetypes, Harry's book. All of those things have done extremely well. As much as they fuss, anytime the Sussexes have something new, it's either read or watched or viewed far more often there than any place else outside of the US. So they can complain if they want to, but they know they're totally into the Sussexes. And there's this. This is about connecting with friends. Well, is that Bo or is that Mama Mia? Gosh, I don't know which is which, but in the preview, it was hilarious because you can hear one of the dogs snoring. It was adorable. It was adorable. He or she are just laying in their bed, knocked out. But of course, they're not even at home, but maybe they did bring the doggy bed with them. I wouldn't doubt if they did. But yeah, that was fun. Oh, you're absolutely right. Where are my manners? Where are my manners? And some of them are. They really are. Exactly as you say.
Bitter. And somebody needs to say it. Bitter. Bitter, bitter, bitter.
That's right. They are bitter, bitter, bitter. And somebody needs to say it. And check it out here. I believe those are flowers inside of the ice. Don't that look tasty? Oh, anyway, it is beautiful. Some people thought it was lemon peel. I don't know. I heard some of everything, but you can see the leaves. Those are the edible blossoms. I would love to try that. I would love to try that just for fun. Thank you, C-Mac. It was not canceled. Well, somebody saying that it was? Oh, look at that fish. That fish seems so light and tender and flaky. It just looks like it would melt in your mouth. Absolutely melt in your mouth, looking good. I would love to try that. Now, let's get with the clothes again. Ula Johnson, Frisia tiered twist back silk crepon maxi. Do not be surprised if you don't see another member of the royal family run out and buy this, because as you know, there's one member of the family who loved a good maxi. And that, of course, is the Duke of Edinburgh. He loves a good maxi. I mean, look at the maxi that he's wearing right there. Tell me he doesn't love a good maxi. I would imagine I would imagine that right now somebody is sitting up with their credit card in hand trying to find that maxi. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised, because some people know a good maxi when they see one. Yep. They know a good maxi when they see one. So, oh, my smoothies. You know what? I let someone try one of my smoothies one day, and they cannot stop talking about it. They cannot stop talking about it. That's why I put a blender on my wish list, because I burned out the other blender making my famous smoothie. Burned it out. Patricia Garcia, Happy New Year to you. Oh, some of the lies that I hear the derangers making, some of those lies. It's you guys, this is why we purge them from the comments, because those lies are only meant to demoralize us. That's it. They want to demoralize us. Oh, 950. Okay. Quickly selling out. Okay. And take a look at this one. J. Crew. Should have known. J. Crew and the Logan Hollowell necklace. Another J. Crew. And the posse skirt and the A9 Bing earrings. Now you can find all of these if you go to What Meghan Wore. About to go to bed, I landed on your channel and I thought I had fallen asleep. And this is what woke you up, no doubt. Edward and his maxi coat. Oh, that is couture, honey. That is couture. See, I just roll when I hear them talk. Is it posse or like pose? I don't know. I don't know. I'd say posse. Just imagine if the royal family and Rhoda weren't, oh yeah, trying to sabotage everything the Sussexes try to do. They would be unstoppable, but in a wonderful way. In fact, they already are. You know, I'm so tired of the constant struggle, but it is what it is. And I just hope that there is some point when they stop. And that, of course, mostly means the um, tabloid media, the British tabloid media. I would just hope that one day they would stop. But the thing is, it's more than Harry and Meghan. It is the way that they report the news. It is this need by these 1% people, like Lord Nappyhead, like Rupert Murdoch. They want to control the hearts and minds of people, which sounds extraordinarily a huge monumental task to reach for. But they have affected politics. They have inspired. Um, well, I'm just going to say I do believe that the tabloid media. I'm going to allege that they have inspired violence and repercussions for people from every walk of life, and it really feeds into some very negative um, narratives from people with some very fragile minds, meaning people that are a little cray cray and are likely to go after someone innocent in all likelihood. But I would love to see like a prolonged period of time when they just leave them alone and let them be and let them flourish. And I hope that that does happen because they help a lot of people. And just imagine how many people would be reached if they didn't have this constant struggle that they were up against. How many more people could they help but for the fact that there's this hate campaign against them? So, yeah, I think about that all the time, but thank you for sharing that. Wildflower Farm. Wildflower Farm. Um, that is a perfect work apron. Just perfect. It's probably a very durable canvas. It looks like the straps are leather. And knowing Meghan, in all likelihood, very sustainable. Now, how in the world did anybody find this? I don't know. But it is a miracle. When what Meghan wore is looking for those items, they tend to find them. That is amazing. I just showed this, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I'll go to the next one. Sorry, this piece is currently out of stock. We talked about this earlier. Farfetch website, the Zimmerman pinstriped herringbone belted shorts. Sorry, but it is gone. Okay, let's go to something else. Oh, this one. I could not find any information. Yes, I did. There it is. The Duchess of Sussex dress from her new show With Love, Meghan, is Amelia Wickstead. Sheila boat print. Oh, those are boats, aren't they? Okay, Sheila boat print dress. She was first seen in the dress in the summer of 2022 when a picture of a barbecue garden was shared by Nacho's wife, Delfina. Do you guys remember that? Delfina shared it and then she took it back down. At least I think she did because it showed the back of one of the children and she took it back down. But I do believe that that's the occasion when that dress appeared. And as far as I know, this is the second headline that they had at the fail. Meghan's Airbnb, Meghan's Airbnb, Meghan's Airbnb, as in heir to the throne. I don't know how that makes sense. As in heir to the throne, she's not the heir to the throne. Harry is not the heir to the throne. Willie is the heir. And after him comes George. But this is just some of that cute wordplay, and they couldn't resist but do it. So, you know what? Whatever floats your boat. Meghan's Airbnb. They're referring to the fact that it is a rented home. It's a $5 million home, £5 million home, which you can see it there. It looks like they have some kind of orchard or something behind the house. They even priced the plates. Remember, we talked about this earlier, that they only wanted to see Meghan's house so that they can figure out how much everything costs, right? Well, they did not have her house to use. So whatever they used here for the making of this TV show, they decided, let's go with that. So you got a 60-pound plates, a 15,000-pound cooker, meaning the stove back there, and the pans cost 600 pounds, and a 280-pound salad bowl. Oh, were they thorough or what? Okay, so let's take a look at some of this stuff. At home with Meghan, just not her home. Duchess rents £5 million reality TV mansion a stone's throw away from her own Montecito mansion for a new Netflix cookery show, kitted out with a 15,000-pound range, a 600-pound pans and chopping board, and snip at 60 pounds each. Okay. You see who wrote the article? Jan Moore. Remember, Jan Moore went all the way to Montecito to investigate Harry and Meghan and came back empty-handed. Yeah, that Jan Moore. Jan Moore, who seems to be related to the actor. Oh gosh, what is that actor's name? It was Elon. Let me see. I'll find it. Now, I don't believe she really is related, but there is a chance that if she was a love child, if she was a love child, this guy may very well have fathered Jan Moore. Jack Elam, that's his name, Jack Elam. There goes supper. Sorry, I have to do this. I have to do this at least once a month. Yes, yes. Tell me you don't see the resemblance. Stevie Wonder can see the resemblance. I tell you, if they were not possible alleged father and daughter, I would think they were twins. I would think they were twins. I mean, she's just a chip off the old Jack Elam. So, in the odd chance that maybe she doesn't know her real birth father. I think that trip that Jack Elam made to the United Kingdom some years ago may have resulted in the birth of a very snotty, rude, uptight child who likes to write things about people that she never met, that she doesn't know, and she could never, she'll never be as good as they are. So that's just my theory. Baron, they don't know the cost. They are just trying to control the narrative. You know, Annie Bullard, that makes a lot of sense. As Harry said, and we always say, there are no leaks in Montecito. Yes, there are no leaks in Montecito. Ever. No leaks in Montecito. Thank you very much for that. Thank you for that clarity. Antoinette Kennedy says, Baron, they sound like some lonely people to go out and track everything Meghan does is unbelievable. Well, do you remember how they could not mention their home without throwing the price in there? Annie Bullard says, Baron, they don't know the. Oh, I'm sorry. That's what I meant to do. Avid says, shouldn't the British media be focusing on the working royal slumlords in the UK instead of Meghan? The obsession that they have with her is unbelievable. Yes, it is. It does not make good sense, but yet here we are. Now, for some reason, clickbait. I'm going to go through this very fast. Chelsea Davies' New Year cheer. Prince Harry's ex-girlfriend looks like she couldn't be happier as she shares social media beach snap. Good for her. Next. So those are the, oh, aren't those beautiful? Aren't those beautiful? I love those plates. And that bowl is so decorative. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Love it. And this is the dessert bowls. As you can see, it looks like she's putting, I believe, strawberries and vanilla ice cream. And that, of course, is Spencer, Abigail Spencer. I believe she and Meghan share the same birthday. But Abigail Spencer is the one that, what's that face? The one with the big red lipstick? Angela Latrine. Angela Latrine. She said, oh, and she was rolling all over the ground hysterically. I just don't know why she got so hysterical. I just don't know why she got so hysterical over some jam. She was rolling all over the ground with the dog in hysteria. I couldn't believe she said that. I just don't understand why she was so hysterical, rolling all over the ground with the dog. Why was she so hysterical about some jam? Because she got some and you didn't. That's why she was hysterical. That's why. Because she received some and you didn't. Always making up stuff. She was, and she was so hysterical. I just don't understand why. Oh, she was so upset. I don't know what is it about that triggered her so much. And not just Angela Levin, but it was so many of them that was just so upset. They were so triggered because of jam. I'll never understand that. But next time that happens, you know what they're going to tell her?
Hey, girl, sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
Yeah, that's what they're going to tell her next time is just sit down. Gosh, I never saw people lose it over some jam. Sorry, this piece. Oh, did I do that twice? Yeah, that was twice. Never mind. Now, Henry VIII says by closing her Instagram comments, Meghan Markle did for herself what the royal family should have done for her back in 2016. Right? That's what the royal family should have done for Meghan back in 2016, but they did not. They left Meghan unable to defend herself from all of the harsh comments day after day after day. They could have turned their comments off. As I said yesterday, Charles and Camilla, they turned off the comments for themselves. They didn't leave themselves open and vulnerable to negative comments. They just turned them off. So why wouldn't they do that for Meghan? They turned their comments off, but they left some of the most brutal comments out in the open, encouraging more people to be hypercritical, racist, and everything else. And they refused to turn off the comments. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Meghan did for herself what the palace would not do back in 2016. She turned off the comments. There's no reason why you should keep yourself opened up to abuse. And that is why we block so many people from Royal Sussex, because those haters, they serve no purpose. They do not help us meet any goals. And so therefore, there's no reason to have them around. There's no reason to have them around. You just get rid of them. That was the best advice I received when I started this channel, and I have not looked back, not at all. So just a little food for thought. You don't have to stick around for that abuse. Get rid of them. Very effective. And then when that happens, people know not to bother you. They'll leave you alone. And that is why we love the Henry VIII. Meghan Markle kicks off the 2025 by rejoining Instagram on a video shot by Prince Harry. So now we know Prince Harry shot the video. I thought it was the Jake, what's his name? Whatever, I can't remember the guy's name. But anyway, I thought it was him, but it was Prince Harry that shot the video. Doesn't matter, so long as the video is out there. I'm just happy to see it. Let's see, where is that article? There it is right there. On January 1st, Meghan kicked off the new year with a new account on social media platform. It had long been rumored that the handle @Meghan belonged to the Duchess of Sussex. And her first post under that account featured her in a video wearing all white and running on the beach, writing 2025 in the sand before running back off camera. People understand the unfiltered video was shot by Prince Harry, her husband, Prince Harry, on a public beach near Montecito, California home. And of course, as we all know, in Montecito, there are no leaks. In addition to her first post @Meghan account, also updated is profile picture to a black and white shot of Meghan smiling and wearing a white though a different white look than her first post. People understands Meghan is excited to return to social media as a way to reconnect with communities around the world and share updates about projects she's working on, looking to lead by example and demonstrating the potential for social media to bring joy and positive connection. Okay. Oh, do you want to know a secret? She said in a wide-ranging interview published in August of 2022. I'm getting back on Instagram. That must have been the interview for the cut. Although Meghan would relay she was no longer sure she would actually return to Instagram, later in the interview, she maintained a presence on the platform in the past before she married Prince Harry in 2018. The Suit star had 3 million followers on Instagram account under her own name as well as lifestyle blog Fatigue. She shut down her beloved blog in April of 2017, a few months before she and Harry got engaged, and deleted her social media pages and the following January. Okay. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Okay. Let me see here. Oh, literally a structure by which you want to release photos of your child as a member of the family. You first have to give them the royal rota. Give them to the royal rota. The Duchess of Sussex told The Cut in 2022, referring to the UK's media pool. She questioned why she should release photos of her child to a media before she can share it with the people that love my child. Parents of two, Meghan and Harry, shared 5-year-old Archie, Prince Archie, that is, and 3-year-old daughter, Princess Lilibet. Okay. All right. So, yeah, that's just more from the interview with The Cut. All right. Let me take a look at a couple of your comments before I continue. Ingrid Soers, thank you so much for being here. Oh, Lauren Brown was here. I missed that. Missy says Palace did not turn off comments because it suited their agenda. They were a part of the negativity. Yeah, and you know what? Just as I was speaking about Meghan sharing photos of her children, why would you share photos with a media that seems to give a wink and a nod to someone that compares your child to a chimpanzee? Why would you want to give those people a photo? Why would you share anything concerning your children with people that racist? Oh, I love this. Avid reader says an independent woman who knows her worth and power is a wonder to behold. Continue to protect your peace, Duchess. You get a bell for that. I love that. And TMCD says Meghan has intelligence, wisdom, purpose, class, ambition, value, and drive. Yes. And you are going to get thank you, TMCD. Well said. Okay. Ah, and there's Harry. Looks like they're drinking lemonade. or champagne. I don't know. But whatever it is, I am going to look forward to seeing Harry show up at his wife's job looking proud. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. He's going to show up looking proud, as he always does. You know, if your man is not smiling at you, you got some serious problems. If your man does not smile at you, there's problems. Something's wrong. And Harry always smiles at his wife. And check this out. Here are a little bit of a collage of some of the activities going on. What are they drinking? I want that. Oh, you know what? I did have some stuff from earlier today that I'm going to share with you, just in case you didn't see it. This was the earlier. Go through this fast. And that is Montecito. That is the poster for the Netflix show. And Tiffany was there. Can you believe it? Tiffany from Tina and Michelle, she and her boobs showed up. Yeah. Tiffany and her boobs actually showed up in Meghan's, show. So can't wait to see her. And as you can see, she has a glass of that cocktail as well. So yeah, it's going to be fun seeing her. Okay. And the dress, we did that earlier. Oh, those people, let me tell you who they are. That is Roy Choi and Meghan in the Netflix With Love, Meghan. So I guess he's a chef of some sort. I don't think I've ever seen him before. And of course, the lady that you see at the top of the photo, that is Alice Waters. That's Alice Waters. I don't know nothing about her either. Okay. Elle magazine was just talking about Meghan running along the beach. Meghan Markle starts 2025 by rejoining Instagram, only for us to get this treat that we received today. This was the first headline that the Fail shared, Domestic Goddess. And of course, this article did not age very well. What Kate and Meghan's plans for 2025 say about, we don't care about Kate. You only put Kate and Meghan together so that people would read the article, Maureen. There we go. And don't forget American Riviera Orchard. Don't know if it's going to come out with the show, but one can only hope so. One could only hope so. Hey, she got so hysterical, rolling on. I just don't know. Okay. Flower, the name that was given to Meghan by her mother, Flower. She always calls her Flower, which is powerful. Love it. Let's see. And so while Meghan was busy and quietly preparing for her show behind the scenes, trolls announced Harry and Meghan were divorcing. Deranged. Thank you very much for your super chat. Yes, you almost forget about that. That the whole separation, doing things on their own. When are they going to come out and announce something else? But you know what gets me, though, is that Will and Kate, it was William's office that made the announcement that they were doing things separately. And there was no big deal about that they would do things separately. William went out of the country several times without Kate. And somehow they convinced Kate to go to Denmark, her first trip abroad, her first solo trip abroad, should I say. which was a complete disaster. She couldn't even go to Denmark without getting in trouble. Showing up late to Denmark, showing up late to meet the Queen of Denmark. And then, of course, her palace aides getting into it with the Danish media, right? I forgot what it was about, but anyway, the media in Denmark, they got even because they refused to airbrush Kate photos. And well, you know how that turned out. I love it. But yeah, they didn't make a big deal out of that. Can't wait to see Harry making his cameo appearance. Those racist degenerates over on that island are going to self combust with anger and jealousy. I just love it. You and me are on the same page with that. We are on the same page. I cannot wait. Oh, thank you so much, 1960. But guess what? This is my last slide. I am done. I am done. So, you guys, I'll look at your last comments. But other than that, we're going to skedaddle. Thank you all very much for coming back to join us tonight. Anastasia, thank you for joining us. It is a happy day. But yeah, that's it. I have nothing else to share. If you like, you guys can check out the video from earlier. Or if you missed this one, you can go back and rewatch. But other than that, we are done for now. Yes, Invictus is in like what, 35 days, something like that. Invictus is in February. Oh, TMCD, thank you for reminding us. We are going to be very busy this year. We are going to be very busy in 2025. No rest for the Sausage Squad. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Okay, thank you all so much. Thank you, moderators, for keeping this the safe space. I would say the safest space in all of the Sussex Squad. Good night, FG. Thank you, Cookies and Cream. Good night, Joan Garcia, TMCD, Kathy G. Who else? Good night, and good night. Gwendolyn Daniels, Lydia Washington, Beverly McCaskill. All right. Good night and good night. I just got one more thing that I have to do for Miss Jerry White. Let me see. Jerry White. Let me find it. Jerry does not do the comments, so she never sees how many months she's been a member of Royal Sussex, but I'm going to check it out for her right now. I'm going to check and see how many months it's been. So yeah, if you guys want to get out of here, say good night or good morning, have a good day, go ahead. I'm just doing this just to see. Jerry White has been a member of Royal Sussex. How long? It's got I'm guessing 28 months, maybe 28 months. Wow, Church Nelly, 40 months. Lisa Thomas, 40 months. Okay. Lydia Washington, 41 months. Patricio Marcel, 41. Yeah, those two are 41 months. Church Nelly, 40. Joe Bob, 40. Wow, that's a long time. B10, 35. Jerry, 32 months. What did I say? I think I said 28, right? Jerry White has been a member for 32 months. Thank you very much for that. Okay. Yeah, that's all I needed. Thank you all very much. 32 months Jerry White has been a member of Royal Sussex. You know what? Let me see. I thought I had mentioned that. Yes, I did. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I did. I was totally blown away by that, but beautiful cards. Beautiful cards. And you know that these are going to go under my Christmas tree next year. Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, 32 months. 32 months. Is Leslie F here? I didn't see her. Yeah, there you are. Good night, everyone. Prayers and blessings to all. Thank you so much. And great reminder, prayers and blessings for all. Oh, what did I say? Did I say 2024 or 2025? I don't know. You mean this year, Baron? Okay, I don't know what I said. Thank you, Esmerella Dillon. All right. We're good. We're good.
I just don't get it. I don't get any of it.
What do you mean? You don't get what?
I don't get why we're so obsessed with these humans that are exactly the same. Like, it could be us four sitting there. I just don't get it.
But are you talking about what you mean as royals or as, like, Kim Kardashian? Because for me, they're becoming celebrities.
Well, yeah, to me, that's all they are.
The Queen
is their celebrities.
For me, is brilliant.
I love the Queen.
No, for duty, responsibility.
She's always worked really hard,
But
hasn't
I would
she?
work hard if the whole country paid for me to have like 12 houses and work really hard.
No, they don't pay for all of the houses. But
just a few.
My wife. My wife. My wife. My wife and I. My wife and I. My wife and I. My wife and I. For me and my wife. Me and my wife. I'm so proud of my wife. My incredible wife. And an amazing wife. The soulmate in my wife. Thank you, my love. The mother to my children. The love of my life.
And what I know about the two of them, and I wish the world knew how much they love these two people love each other. They found each other out of all these odds against them finding each other, they found each other. And the love that they have is really, really moving. And I just wanted to do anything I could to support them.
Isn't that funny? Sometimes you know when you meet someone.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you can see like what love is and
Right.
you can tell right away.
Yeah, yeah. And if I don't have that, what she and Harry have, I don't want it.